Ndị Igbo ekene m unu. Asị m ka nke echikwelu ya zelu. Anyị si ndụ mmiri ndụ azụ, mmiri atara m azụ anwụra. Asị ọ dịrị mma na eke, dịrị mma n'orie, dịkwazara mma n'afọ, dịkwazara mma na nkwọ, ụzọ ahịa anọ nke ndị Igbo ji biri. Asị na ya dịra n'Igbo na mma o. Ise ise ise. Dịka o si dị ka agbapụ na ya ọsọ igosi na ya bụ ife anyị ji maka ya wee bịa. Na tupu anyị aga n'igosi na ya bụ ife, ọ bụla nke a bụ ụbọchị izu gị, ị na-ejete afụ chanel anya n'Igbo Akwụkwọ ka barụ ka ị like and subscribe ọ. Tinyekwa kọmentị, share ekwe ya, tụsa ya bụ ozi ka ụmụnne anyị dị n'ebe dị iche iche wee nụ ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo a. Dịka o si dị, ihe wetara unu tata bụ nnukwu update dị oke mkpa. Mma nchọ ka onye ọbụla misie ya, mma nchọ ka ị ga ya bụ ife, ị ga-esi ya bụ ife wetara unu kpasịta maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya. And were ndị Igbo na-azọ drọpụra ya ọnụ kọmentị n'ihe a nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'Ilu Akwụkwọ dị oke mkpa ka anyị mara ife iche n'ụdị nke gị. All right, over to you, sir.
Are Igbo people under attack in the present Nigeria?
Yes.
Who is attacking them?
The federal government is attacking them.
Tell me more.
Okay. The Southeast geopolitical zone was destabilized by Abuja.
How?
Well, it started with police stations being attacked. You go to some place like Imo State, they attack the police station. The military, this thing is that of the Obinze there, just minutes away. Other military formations are there. They sack the prison. Nobody will do anything. All over the east.
Who was sacking the prisons, attacking the police stations?
Those people who were organized to attack those police stations and prisons were releasing prisons. That was where it started.
IPOB?
No, I'm not saying IPOB. I said those thugs who were attacking were doing those things. But the central point I'm making is that you can't have a government in place and they sack a police station today, no defense. They sack a second one tomorrow, no defense. They sack 10 police stations in the state, no defense.
Chief Iluagunam,
This thing
who was attacking the police stations? Is it IPOB?
As you asked me that question, I said
yes,
no. I don't attribute those attacks to them. The people who should have answered their question are the government functionaries who had the means and the wherewithal to counter those attacks. But I was leading to answering your question, the destabilization of the Southeast geopolitical zone. Okay. Now, when Buhari was military head of state, he organized with some ex-Israeli security agents to go and kidnap Umar Diko in London and bring him back to this country. They kidnapped Umar Diko, they took him to Stansted Airport, they created him, drugged him, but the Scotland Yard Police Department, they found out and released the man. 30 years later, when he became civilian head of state, he went to Kenya and seized Nnamdi Kanu and brought him back here. That is at the heart of the instability in the country now. The Supreme Court has said, release this man. The Supreme Court is the highest judicial authority. If you release Nnamdi Kanu today, I tell you, the chances of peace returning will be 90%. Why? A lot of the disorder you see in the Southeast zone now is tied to sit at home.
Who ordered sit at home in the first place?
When it started?
Yeah.
When it started, it was IPOB. Initially, at that time, nobody was forced to sit at home. People did it willingly, who liked. If you didn't like, you went your way, nobody disturbed you. Now, you have multiple voices ordering sit at homes. There's one fellow who is in Finland.
Simon Ekpa.
He orders sit at home. Sometimes he says people should buy food stuff and stay indoors for 2 weeks. Such ridiculous things. There are all kinds of names. Some of them nicknames. Ordering sit at home, sit at home, sit at home.
Should we accuse Nnamdi Kanu of instigating the crisis and the instability in the Southeast?
Now, if you want to do that, you have the freedom to do that. You have the freedom to accuse any other person you like. But I'm not going to be party to that kind of antipathy. That's not the way I function. I'm telling you, ask me a question, and I'm answering. Abuja destabilized the Southeast zone. they can stabilize it again by releasing this man who the Supreme Court said
He was
wait,
he was released before. Did that bring peace to the southeast?
did you after he was released, what happened?
What happened?
They went to his father's house and sacked the place, killed people and destroyed the whole place.
Before the father's house was sacked, what happened?
I don't know what happened. Tell me what happened. I'm not a tape recorder.
Because you live in the southeast. You are a village man.
I don't live in Abia State.
But you
and whatever is in the news, if you are in Scotland, you will see it. You will know it. If you are in South Africa, if you are in Bermuda, you will still know. So you will also know that.
I know Chuksule Bunam is a village man.
Yes, I am a village man.
He lives in the village.
I do.
He understands what goes on in the southeast.
I understand what goes on in my village.
Your ears are on the ground.
Your ears are also on the ground, are they not? Your ears are also on the ground.
So Tinubu releasing Nnamdi Kanu now. That is what you are saying.
Yes, because people who have similar charges like himself have been released. So whether he's in freedom bound back into the US, this other guy, Vimieti Allah, there is in freedom and doing whatever is his business in northern Nigeria. And this man, the Supreme Court has said, release this man. So you have got to be told why they think that this man cannot be released. And let me make a final point why I'm saying this is. I believe that there will be some kind of order. Everybody claims to be IPOB. Everybody claims to be ESN. We don't know who is who because we are not members of their organization. But I'm saying that if you have Nnamdi Kanu out and he says, cease sit at homes, any other alternate voice that comes in will be dealt with.
But he has said it from the courts.
They said they didn't believe him, that he wasn't the person who said it. It is not, they said they don't believe it, that he's under duress, that he's still in captivity. Bring him out.
And hopefully Tinubu will bring him out.
Yes, hopefully.
The Igbo nation is speaking up.
In fact, if I were the man, I won't wait for the Igbo nation to do the right thing. I will do the right thing and wait for them to applaud me if they like. If you have the right thing to do not wait to be told before you do the right thing.
Ndị be anyị ekenekwanụ m unu dịka unu si wepụta oge unu igekwa ya bụ ife nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa eji maka ya wee bịa n'iru akwụkwọ na Igbo Media bụ ebe anyị si wee na-wetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ihe na-eme n'obodo anyị nọ n'ime ya, ana gbasịta maka nnwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ, ana gbasịta maka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Ladies. Dịka ị nụrụ ihe nwanne anyị nwoke kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ, ka efi were ikwu n'udo nke gị asị gị kwuo, ka efi were ikwu maka na otu aka o ji dịbe njọ ọ ya adịkwanụ mma. Ọgwụ na aghọta ụmụnne m, achọrọ m ka unu tinyere anyị alụ nke unu ife unu chere n'iru akwụkwọ, ikwucha ya bụ ife kapa arụsie ya kwurute ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ ntị, daalụ dị na ụmụnne m bụ ọma na-ege ntị. Anyị na-ekene ndị nnekunu si na-esoyere anyị, anyị siri ngwa nke mesịa n'ụmụ Igbo.